Good Saturday evening. Welcome to Midwest Sportsnet. Hi, I'm Joey McWilliams. It is Saturday night. We are midway through the month of September, and it is football time and volleyball time throughout the country. We're going to talk about both here on Midwest Sports Now. You know, we talk about small college sports and more throughout the Midwest and beyond on this channel, and I appreciate you stopping by, whether you're watching live, watching the replay, however it is you're taking in this content tonight. Thanks a lot. Please take some time, like the video, subscribe to the channel. We appreciate that. We enjoy talking about small college sports. Let's get right to it. Top 25 scores tonight as we go through, well, you know, most of the country, most of the top 25. Business was taken care of, as you might imagine. There were a couple of upsets today. We will get to those. As you see there, Morningside, 17th consecutive win. The Mustangs are now 3-0 on the season after defeating Briar Cliff today, 59-23. That was a final. And so Briar Cliff hung around, staying with it till halftime, pretty close. Mustangs get a score just before the intermission, and then it was all Morningside after that. The number one team in the country now has won 17 consecutive games. Number 2, Grandview, no problem today with the Pioneers, defeating Mid-America Nazarene 51-0. And for Grandview, it is their second 51-0 victory today. They opened the season against Central Methodist, and then, of course, the victory today. We'll talk about the Eagles from Central Methodist here in just a moment. We'll get to that. Lindsey Wilson 3-0 now after having defeated Cumberland's today 37-10. It was number 4 Northwestern defeating Jamestown 48-3. The Jimmies had been playing within a score in each of their first 3 contests, winning the first 2, first one in overtime, falling last week to Briar Cliff in the final moments. There was no question today. The Red Raiders taking care of business, and Northwestern now 2-1 on the season. Marion goes to 2-0 after having defeated the Fighting Saints from St. Francis, Illinois, 31-7 today. Southwestern, a late game, and it was a final there, 32-14, the Mound Builders over St. Mary, 3-0 on the season for Southwestern. Concordia falls today to Roosevelt, 1-2 now. The Cardinals are the number 7 team in NAIA, and it's been a bit of a rough go for Concordia. The Lakers with the victory today, 28-20. Ottawa, OUAZ, the number 8 team in the country, 2-0 at number 18 Texas Wesleyan. And we have a first quarter score, 3-0. The Rams are on top at home right now. That's as much of the score as we have, so that is up to date. Texas Wesleyan over OUAZ, early score there. Number 9, Kansas Wesleyan is hosting number 22, Bethel. We have no score from Salina right now as well. We'll try to get that to you when we have a score. Number 10, Georgetown moves to 3-0 on the season. The Tigers' defense, we've been talking about it all season long. We're going to continue talking about it tonight, forcing 4 turnovers to get the win today over Faulkner, 23-13. Didn't put a lot of points on the board, didn't need to. A 10-point victory for the Tigers. Number 11, Baker, and that's where we get to our maybe biggest upset of the day. Roosevelt was close. Concordia struggled a bit in the early going. Baker 2-1 coming in. They are 2-2 right now. Peru State with the upset today as the Bobcats win 19-14. Peru State got a blocked field goal. Deontay Dozier took that in for the score, an early 7-0 lead. However, Baker returned the ensuing kickoff, 92 yards, 7-all. And it was Gerald Smith with a safety right before the break. Peru State goes up 9-7. Will Mueller, 8 for 15 on the day, 127 yards passing, got a 62-yard touchdown strike in the second half as the Bobcats went up 16-7. And then an interception led to a field goal, 19-7. Peru State on top. Baker would not go away, however, in the fourth quarter. The comeback, Rashawn Graves with a touchdown, 3-yard touchdown after the Wildcats drive down the field, get it to 19-14. Peru State had time through an interception. Baker got it back, but could not push it in the final minute. And Peru State holds on for a 19-14 victory. Baker had won 11 consecutive games over Peru State. That winning streak has been snapped today. Congratulations to the Bobcats as they defeat number 11 Baker 19-14 the score. Reinhardt in an early game today, 24-14 over Point, as the Skyhawks fall to 0-4 on the season. Reinhardt now 2-1. Indiana Wesleyan with its first victory of the season, taking care of Olivet Nazarene 34-26. The Tigers are 0-2, but the Indiana Wesleyan is now 1-1. Number 14, Kaiser. Stop there for just a little bit as we talk about the Seahawks. They are now 1-3. This final just in, falling at Lindenwood 37-3. That was the final there as they were defeated by Division I Lindenwood. Kaiser now goes to 1-3 on the season. The number 14 team in the country. We'll see how that holds up in the next poll. However, there are a number of football teams that, I don't know that I want to be in their shoes. When you think about who you're going to play from one week to the next, whoever's playing Morningside, whoever's playing Grandview, these are teams that you don't necessarily want to be in their shoes that week. Whoever's playing Kaiser next, because Kaiser, with an season opening win, then went on the road, first matchup ever against Valdosta State, fell to the Division II national runners-up from 2021. First ever meeting against Mississippi College, fell on the road to the Choctaws. First ever meeting against Division I, Lindenwood, fell on the road. They get a week off, and then on October 1st, the unenviable task of being the next team on that schedule, a Sun Conference matchup is Florida Memorial will come to town to take on Kaiser. Kaiser's faced three teams. I would say, talk about NCAA, three NCAA Division II and three NCAA teams, two Division II, one Division I team. They'll be playing in the Sun Conference on October the 1st after a week off. They'll have time to get everything sorted out. Florida Memorial has a tall task ahead of them coming up. Number 15, Benedictine, 3-1 now in the season after having defeated Clark 36-18. It was number 16, Bethel, who is idle, and the Bethel Wildcats will be hosting Pikesville, who won today, next Saturday, September 24th. College of Idaho now 3-0 after having defeated Southern Oregon 42-24. Number 18, Texas Wesleyan, we've talked, and we'll see if we get an update on that score here in just a moment. Did have an early 3-0 lead over OUAZ, so it looks like some of those stats are frozen up, and maybe the last score we were able to give you tonight. Number 19, Montana Western, now 3-1, defeated Montana State Northern 35-6. Number 20, St. Francis, Indiana, now 2-0 in the season after defeating the Judson Eagles 44-19. It was number 21, Montana Tech, now 2-1 on the year, as Montana Tech falls to Rocky Mountain 28-20. Number 22, Bethel, playing Kansas Wesleyan right now. Number 23, Midland, and you see Midland there on our graphic there on the side. The Warriors are now 4-0 on the year, defeating Mount Marty 20-7. The Warriors have given up an average of 8.3 points per game. It has been defense. We've talked about Georgetown's defense. We talk about Midland's defense as well. And the Warriors are now 4-0. Number 25, Southeastern, also 4-0. They get that way by way of a forfeit, as Fort Lauderdale forfeited. The Fire moved to 4-0. And next time, they'll be taking on St. Thomas. St. Thomas victors today. 2-1 now on the year as they defeated North American University. I mentioned we would talk about Central Methodist just a moment. Central Methodist, it's been a struggle this season. The Eagles started off in the top 25, and there was an incident with one of the players who lost his life. I believe the team has gone through tough times. Had not scored in the first three contests. They do so today. Graceland, 26-20, the final. The Eagles had the ball at the very end, marching down the field. The Hail Mary not answered at that point in time. Graceland 26-20 over Central Methodist, but the Eagles do put points on the board. So that is a look at the top 25 and a little bit more in football as we move on over to volleyball. And let's look at some volleyball activity here. Midland, the number one team in the country, did not play. 13-2 is the record after the loss a little bit earlier to Hastings. That was earlier in the week. 13-2 now is the Warriors' record. Eastern Oregon, you see down there on the bottom of the graphic, now has won 14 consecutive games. The first match in that streak was a win over Midland at the start of the season. They fell to Viterbo. Since that time, it's been all Mountaineers all the time. Defeated Multnomah today in 3 sets. Number 3, Marion, 12-0 on the year. They are undefeated, as you see right there, defeating Goshen today in 3 sets. Jamestown and Dordt. And this match was going on, and we'll see if we have any update there. It was tied 1 set apiece a little bit earlier tonight. Jamestown taking on Dordt this evening, number 14, Dordt. Moving on down, also scores from today, as Corbin is taking on Southern Oregon, and that is a game that is in progress as well. Corbin, the number 6 team in the country. Southern Oregon, the number 17 team in the country. And we'll see if we have a score from that. We do not, as Corbin was leading in the first set. Number 8, Concordia defeated College of St. Mary. And the Flames pick up their first loss of the season. The Bulldogs are now 12-1. College of St. Mary, 13-1. The Bulldogs did it in style, too, as they swept College of St. Mary to give the Flames their first loss. Number 10, Southwestern Assemblies of God, undefeated on the year at 14-0, defeating Science and Arts of Oklahoma in 3 sets. Number 12, Indiana Wesleyan, defeated Bethel today in 4 sets. Number 13, we mentioned College of St. Mary, lost to number 8, Concordia. Number 15, Bellevue, the Bruins, defeated McPherson in 3 sets today. 10-5 on the year is Bellevue. Central Methodist, number 16, defeated Benedictine, swept them today. Dakota Wesleyan defeated Morningside in 3 sets as well. And the number 20 team in the country, Montana Tech, defeated Rocky Mountain. And it was a little bit different on the football field, so the volleyball players took care of business for Montana Tech today. Montana Tech now 11-6 on the year. Vanguard, number 21 in the country, now 12-5 on the year, having beaten San Diego Christian in 3 sets. CIU, Columbia International, gets 2 sweeps today and moves to 15-6 on the year. Columbia International defeated Johnson of Tennessee, and Appalachian Bible did not lose a set today. And the number 24 team in the country, Texas Wesleyan, moves to 11-2 after sweeping Mid-America Christian. A couple of teams that we've been following here, and I'm going to mention once again. You see right up there that on the graphic there, the Crusaders from William Carey are now 17-0 on the year after having defeated Life in 4 sets today. And this really, it's not going to say it's the first real challenge of the season, but it is a significant match because Life had a great season last year, moving over into the Southern States Athletic Conference from the Mid-South and bringing with them a strong reputation. This is a big win for William Carey, who is not in the top 25 in the coaches' ranking, did not even receive votes. The Crusaders are 17-0. Also, 21-3, Kaiser, the Seahawks, defeat Southeastern Florida in 4 sets today. One more thing from around the country. Let's look at a couple things in Division II. We had Midwest Sports Saturday today from the campus of Southeastern Oklahoma State University. Volleyball and the Savage Storm win that match today over Austin College in 4 sets. Southeastern picking up the victory at home. Also in football today, a couple of things of mention. Number 1, Ferris State was idle and will host Waldorf next Saturday. Waldorf 3-0 on the year in the NAIA. Number 2, Northwest Missouri State, 24-7 victors over Central Missouri today. Number 9, Newberry took 2 overtimes to take care of business against Emory and Henry today. And one more score from Division II. And this one, when I say it's a big one, it's a big number. Colorado School of Mines gets Coach Brandon Moore his first victory as the head coach for the Ore Diggers. 84-10, the final today at Adams State. 84-10. And realistically, if you might say, hey, listen, that's tough. You're running up the score. At this point, Colorado Mines want to take care of business. Had 2 of the toughest games to open the schedule in all of Division II. They took on Grand Valley State, number 3 in the country right now, fell by 3 points, 25-22. The next game was against Angelo State. That at home, they lose in overtime by 3 points to the Rams. Angelo State, the number 5 team in the country. So they've fallen twice, 0-2 on the season coming into this, each one by 3 points. This one, they are not going to miss around. Colorado School of Mines, 84-10, the final at Adams State. Michael Zeman, 20 carries, 147 yards rushing, and 3 touchdowns on the day. That is a look around the NAIA in football and volleyball tonight as we are wrapping things up here from Midwest Sportsnet Studio B here in the Emerald Quest World Headquarters. I want to say thanks to everyone for watching tonight. Hope that we got your school mentioned, and let us know from where you're watching or who your favorite NAIA or Division II team is, and we'll try to give them a shout out as well. In the meantime, thanks for watching. We appreciate it a lot. We are going to have a big program on Monday night. The forum is back. We will be talking NAIA football with some more folks from around the country. You don't want to miss that on Monday night right here. Thanks for watching again. God bless you all, and have a great night.